Well, hello YouTube, and a warm welcome to the Essentially Crypto channel. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm your host. And today we're going to talk about Epiko Regal, because there's been a few little developments in the Epiko Regal side of things. Firstly, we've got a possible new character in David Yu, and also they've got the token coming out as well. The contract, I believe, is still being verified, but it is up. It is up on Etherscan, so you can check it out. So I will show you that now, so you can see that. But basically, yeah, that's the good news coming, that the token is coming out, and we've got that possible David Yu I guess new character. He's going to have some kind of rings or something flying out. Hello K was talking about it on a stream the other day, and in our little group and everything, and sort of telling us what's going to happen with it, and it's all very exciting. We thought it was just a joke at first, but then Venkatesh actually tweeted out that, what do you think of this new character? So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens, and whether or not he does go through with that, and whether or not it becomes a character in the game. But for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I thought I would run through today a few little techniques and ideas, and one really good tip. Now, this is an awesome tip, and I don't think many people know about this. I've only told a few people. I discovered this by accident, and I'm going to reveal that at the end, and this is a great way to be able to level up your characters, because in terms of actual combat and stuff like that, I'm not great at that kind of thing. I'll be honest with you. I've got a few little hints and tips to give you, but bear in mind that a lot of the time you're playing against bots, so you can do these things, and it works out perfectly against a bot, but as soon as you come up against a normal player, especially if they know these hints and tips, then what tends to happen is they can combat them very, very easily. So bear that in mind when you're watching it. But let's go over to the other board, shall we, so we can see what's going on in the world of Epiko Regal. Okay, so here we are, nice and small, down the bottom here. I'm going to point out the little things that I can do now. Basically, I've done a video of this rather than sort of doing live gameplay, and that's purely because of the fact that my computer is not fast enough to be able to do live streaming gameplay. I did try and do some streaming gameplay on one of the streams that I did the other week, when I was doing sort of after the fact, having a chat with people and all that kind of thing, which was really cool. So thank you very much if you joined me for those. I really enjoyed that. But here we go. I'm going to go through some of the ideas that we got here. So first of all, you can see you've got your different characters there. You've got the new one here, which is the bugs, and you've got the cannons as well. These are all new characters as well. So you can see my deck here is completely different to that. I don't have any of that sort of stuff in it. But I'm going to start using the dragonflies as well, because I picked up a few tips from other people as well. Kid Roller, if you haven't checked out his videos, I'll leave his videos in the comments description, and you can check out his videos on tips and tricks as well, because he's got some really good tips and tricks, especially about the dragonflies and all that kind of thing. But I'm going to go through a few of them now, that I use to try and hopefully win against bots at least. As I said, some of the humans can get rid of these tactics very, very easily. So the first thing is, if you look at the cannon there, now if you try and fight the cannon with one of your characters, it's actually not that strong to do. But with the towers, you see, the towers actually blow it up within 2 shots. So therefore, as you can see, I'm just waiting here. I'm waiting to get my I think it's called mana up in the first place, my energy. You see the energy bar down the bottom there? When that gets all the way up to the top, and you see what I do is I wait till everything goes, and then I drop myself one of my characters, depending on which section they're in. So this one's now gone on that side, so I'm going to make sure I drop it on that side, and then at exactly the same time I fire over these monkeys in a bucket, and basically what that does is that means that castle is pretty much dead now, because it's a really quick way of getting rid of it, you can see. So what I found is that if you team up on the castles themselves, it seems that if you were to fire the monkeys on their own, it doesn't do anything. All that happens is the castle will kill the monkeys very quickly. However, if you send a character down and then you send the monkeys, what happens is they kind of, I guess the castle is busy trying to hit one of them and not the other, and then the other ones can hit it. So the monkeys come in from all 3 sides. Now this one here, this bird is very, very hard to kill, and only certain characters will kill it. Now I think in this video I actually put a couple of characters so you could see what can and can't kill it, so we'll see that in a second. But as you can see, basically it blows out fire there towards your castle and makes a lot of damage. You got these 2 guys here. They're not very strong in my opinion, so I like to wait a while. I like to let the castle kill them myself. You see, I'm not doing anything and they're not getting anywhere near the castle. This guy's cool because he can go there. Now the reason I put him out is to show you that sometimes he gets hung up on these little characters as well. So I'm not sure if they're supposed to hang up on him or whether that's a glitch in the game, but sometimes they do. This one here is really strong, this one coming out here, so it's quite hard to defeat. But if you put a castle in its way, like a rock tower, or you put the house, then you'll see it's quite easy because you're using your tower and the other tower as well to defeat it. But the cannon, when it's next to that rock tower, will not be killed by it. Okay, so bear that in mind. You've got these things here that are flying now. They're very easy to kill with the tower itself. The tower just does that, so you don't really need to worry about it. However, if your men are underneath it, then it will kill your men fairly easily. So bear that in mind, and maybe that's a good tip to have in the future. Now, I think I lost this game on purpose so I could show you something in a minute. I can't really remember what happened in these games. But, oh yeah, I was showing you, look, you can't do anything with those little men. They don't kill that thing either. So the only thing that will kill that bird is if you've got something that will throw something in the air. And I believe, like in my case, I've only got the deck where I've got most things on the floor. The only thing I've got that kills that bird is the monkey shack, which I'm about to put out now. But as you can see, it doesn't really do much to the cannon, and it doesn't really do much to the others because it's quite a weak character. However, that being said, when you do the monkey shack, what tends to happen is that if you put it in the right place, if you put it behind your castle, now I lost that one, and I sort of lost that on purpose, so that I was trying to show you certain things that would work and what wouldn't work, so to speak. But now I need to get back my I need to get back my things, so therefore we're going to go through that. So we're going to play again now, and this time I'm going to try and do everything I can to win. Okay. Now, I might drop in a few little things here and there just to show you what happens when you don't do it correctly, just so you can see. But you can sort of see, it depends who I'm playing against now. I don't think I played with anyone human on these ones. I think I was just playing the robots. Therefore, now bear in mind, each game takes about 3 minutes, something like that. And if you play a robot and you win, that's great. You get 30. If you lose, you lose minus 20. If you play against a human, it's exactly the same thing. You win 30 or 32, and you lose, you get minus 20. Now, when you come up against a human, depending on how good they are, a lot of the time you'll obviously lose, so you go back 20, but then when you play again, you'll probably get put up a robot, so then you'll go back again. Now basically, it seems to be, at the moment, because there's not that many humans playing, the more time you put into it, the higher up in the level you go. It doesn't matter your skill on the game. Like I said, I'm not very good at it, to be honest. I tend to just be able to kill the robots really easy. When I come up against a human, against like Orion Crypto, or what's his name? Old Burnt Slick. I think that's his name in the game. I can't remember. But he always just kills me straight away. I killed him a couple of times at the start because his characters were further down. And also he hadn't played as much. But now, whenever I come up against him, he just dominates me completely. And that might be because he's leveled up his characters more than I have. Because I wasted quite a lot of my money at the beginning. But then again, it might just be because of the fact of the tactics he uses. I think Kid Roller, he normally beats me fairly easily. I think I beat him a couple of times again at the start, but now he pretty much beats me easily. And that's because he's got the technique down, so that when I put a character down, he basically interacts with it straight away. Whereas the bots don't really do that. So therefore, you get in sort of a habit of following what the bots do. So when a human comes up against you, then it gets a little bit more difficult. But as you can see, I'm doing that process there. I literally sent the monkeys off. And I sent the, I think he's Nathul or Nakul, well, I can't remember his name. I just call him Golden Knight on a horse. So therefore, but look, as you can see, what happened is these guys went in and then they killed my monkeys before they had a chance to kill the tower. So now you see I'm just letting this guy, I'm taking some damage here. But if you look here, look, you'll see when I put the little house down, they kill that thing. That's the only way I can kill that bird with the cards that I've got. Now, bear in mind, these cards aren't the ones you necessarily have to use. And as you can see, they don't do much to the flying things either. So they tend to miss. But as you can see here, look, lots of them are coming out of the house. And that's what I like, because then they start throwing their spears. And if you get it in the right place, they can actually do some good damage. This guy here always walks straight to the tower. However, now with the cannon, when he's got the cannon, he will go to the cannon, which is really annoying because he used to just go straight to the tower, beat everything up, which was great. As you can see here, I've got 2 times the Raza now, so therefore it's going to go quickly. But you can see, look, I'm literally firing all that I've got towards that main one. But what I tend to do is I tend to knock down the first 2. And to be honest, as long as you've knocked down more than they've got, all you have to do then is defend from then on. So that's what I tend to do, especially with the bots. Then what I will do is I will just defend from then on. I'm not that bothered about trying to knock down that castle. It gives me an extra 2 points. And sometimes you lose because you're trying to. So therefore, the way I see it is just defend the castles you've got. Defend your little thing is if one of them goes down, you defend the other one, and then that way you're always going to win. See, we've only got 25 seconds left to go. I'm going to put that one there to defend it, try and get rid of those birds as best I can. You see, it's throwing as much as it can at me now, but now I just keep defending. That's all I'm going to do. Keep defending with the different ones. And there it goes. Now, I heard from Kid Roller that a good one to use is these bugs. I didn't have them in my card deck before. I do now, because they're a great one to be able to use to actually stop characters in their tracks. So there you go. So now that battle was okay, you know, it wasn't great, but there you go, I was the winner of that one. So there you go. So there's a few little tips you can do. So basically it seems that the more you throw at the tower in one go, the better it is. But bear in mind, now the reason I showed you this is important, because when you want to level up your characters, okay, a really good way to do that is to go here to the daily special offers. Okay, now this daily special offer is $1.99. You get a stack of gems and you get one bomb. Okay, so let me scroll down. I'm not sure if I did scroll down or not. Remember, this is a video, so no, I didn't, unfortunately. So I don't know how many a stack of gems is. I don't think it's that much, if I remember rightly. Now, I bought one of these just to try it out. I thought, you know, I'm spending $1.99, that's fine, I'll do it. But one thing that Orion mentioned to me, and this is a great thing to do, and that is that on certain days, and it's only particular days. Here we go, look, a stack of gems. A stack of gems is 80 gems. So normally you would pay £1.19, I think, for a stack of gems, and you're also getting a bomb as well. But that isn't that great. But what is really great is when they do this day, look, you see this here, a vault of gems. A vault of gems is, what is that, 7,000 gems? Oh, it used to be more than that. That's weird. I'm pretty sure it used to be more than that, but well, anyway, the point is that a vault of gems is 7,000 gems, okay? And what they do is, and that is $47.99. That's how much it costs you. So more or less £50. So that's quite a lot of money when you think about it. But on some days, and I don't know why it's particular days, you just have to look out for it in the app. But on some days, they do a vault of gems plus 3 bombs for $7.99. So if you can get a vault of gems plus 3 bombs for $7.99, you're onto a winner, because basically what that means is that you're getting a lot of gems, and then in turn you can then buy gold, which you can then buy your characters with. So because in order to upload your character or to upgrade your character, you need not only the cards that come inside the bombs, and you can only open those bombs by using gems, but not only that, you also need to be able to get gold to be able to upgrade them as well. And the higher up you go, the more gold you have to use. So invariably what ends up happening is you end up fighting against level 10 people when you're on level 8 or level 7, because you haven't got the ability to be able to upgrade quickly, because you either haven't got the gold or you haven't got the gems. And you get gold by selling your gems basically to buy gold. So invariably you have to buy some. So if you go in on a day, I literally spent $7.99 and that's it, and that's all I've spent apart from the $1.99 at the beginning. So I guess nine quid or whatever, and I managed to upgrade a few characters. Now what they did do was they did a reset at one point, and when they did that reset, it made one of the characters that I'd leveled all the way up to like level 10 basically worthless to me, because he was an archer and he had really good range. And then what they did was, in one fell swoop, they shot the range down. So therefore the archer had to get in front of the kingdom in order to be able to, to be able to fire. And when he did that, basically what it meant was he got killed straight away. So therefore I got rid of him, and I quickly got this one here, Sahar, and I just leveled him up as much as I could to 9, because I knew that he at least had, a little pitchfork and he could kill things. So that's what I did there. Whether it was a good decision or bad decision, I don't know. I've still got the other one in my deck, of course, but I had to use more money, or more gems, shall we say, to be able to level it up. Incidentally, there's sort of rumour that obviously Vivi are somehow partnering with this, and Epiko are taking out their own token as well. So maybe Omi is going to be part of the ecosystem. Maybe they're going to work in conjunction with each other. Maybe they're going to be pegged to each other. Who knows what's going to happen? But either way, it's all exciting stuff that's coming. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you the final thing, the final tip to be able to level up your characters as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug in the software. This may be fixed by the time I come out with this, or maybe they'll see this video and then they'll fix this. Okay, so this may not work all the time, but it's been working for me pretty well so far. So what you have to do basically is you have to line up your buttons, okay, and you have to be really fast with this basically. So let me show you what happens. You'll see here that we've got a bomb and we have got a stick of dynamite. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the bomb. So I'm going to click on the bomb to open it up, and then I'm going to hover my finger above the start unlock. And then with my other finger, I'm going to put it on top of the other bomb. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to hit that start unlock, At the same time, what happens when you hit start unlock is that disappears. So as soon as that disappears, normally what happens is you hit it, that disappears, and a green box comes up over the top of your bomb or whatever, and it means you've got to wait a certain amount of hours, in this case 3 hours, for it to open. Okay. However, if you're fast, then you can actually open more than one. So what you do is you hit your start unlock, and as you do that, it will automatically close, and you automatically straight away hit on the other one that you want to open. That will open up as well, and then at the same time, you've got to hit your other finger in exactly the same place where you hit start unlock. So basically keep one finger there, and go like this, like that, as fast as you possibly can. And I'm going to show you how it works just here. Hopefully it'll work. So here we go. So we hit the bomb, then we hit that exactly the same time, and then we get both of them highlight like that, you see. So now that was quite a slow version of it. In fact, I've had it so slow, because I accidentally found this out, I've had it so slow that it gave me so much time to be able to actually do the process that I could do all 4 in a row. So therefore, sometimes you get really, really lucky, and you can do all 4 in a row as well. So it really just depends on what your thing is doing at the time. Your phone, maybe because my phone's slightly slower than the average phone or something. I don't know. I don't really know what it was. It could be a bug in the software. It could be something they're going to fix. So therefore, don't take that as gospel. But it is a really cool way to be able to level up your characters fast, because when you come back into the app after waiting for 3 hours, instead of just opening one bomb and then opening another one later, you get to open all of them in one go, which means that you get more cards. Now, it doesn't stop you being able to get gold still. You still need to get more gold. Incidentally, you do get gold from the bombs as well, but obviously you still need to buy gems so you can then get gold to then level up. But either way, the point is that you get more cards, and one of the things that is really tricky is to get the cards in the first place, and you only get them from doing bombs or if you buy them separately in the shop. So, now I brought this little tip out. Probably they're going to stop that, so they're going to find a way to patch it or something like that if they see this video. So make sure you get using that while you can, and when it does stop, then I guess that's the end of it. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoy playing Epiko Regal. It's a great game. It's fun to play. As I said, at the moment, the way it seems to work is because it's mainly bots and there's not a load of humans in there. You don't have to be massively good in order to be able to reach up to the leaderboard. I'm on like level 9 or something. I'm 9th in place, and that's purely just because I put the time in to play it. So I'm not a great player at it. I haven't got the tactics that others have got yet. I've never really been a gamer, so therefore I'm still trying to learn. But I've managed to get on the leaderboard because I started playing early, the same as Ryan Crypto, when we sort of heard about it. So therefore we started playing about it, and he was in it way long before me anyway. But, he's way up there on the leaderboard. But even old Burnt Turn Stick, I think his name is, or Slick, has managed to overtake him as well. And the thing is, about it is you do have to put in the work every single day. So it does get a bit difficult when you've got your everyday life going around it and stuff. But if you put in, an hour a day or whatever, or whatever you want to do, at the end of the day, it takes 3 minutes for a game. If you can finish it quicker, then great. If you can't, then it is what it is. But either way, it's all exciting stuff coming. There's going to be a token coming soon and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully there'll be a lot more people playing, and it will make the game harder, but in turn it will make it more of a challenge and more fun, because I get a bit of a rush when I'm playing against a real person, because you get excited because you're trying to win. Whereas a bot, you don't always win, but when you do win, it's kind of a bit like, and again, and to keep on going. So what I think I would like to happen in the long run is for when there's enough players, they get rid of the bots and you only play against humans, but maybe you get more points when you win or something like that. Because at the moment, the points that we get, in order to get to like 21,000 or something, you think about how much we have to play. That's a long time playing at 30 points a time to try and get to that position. So, and like when you look now, if anyone who's just coming in now, starting at 0, is going to look at that leaderboard and be like, 27,000, how long is that going to take me to get to? So, it's going to put a lot of people off, and I think that might be another reason. But I've got a feeling that probably what they're going to do as well, they're going to revert all the cups back to 0 at some point, and then people are going to play from there. So that's going to be really interesting if that happens, because then I guess it will sort the men from the boys, so to speak, to see actually who can play and who can't. So I will be like 100th position or something. Ryan's pretty good, so he'll be up the top. I'm guessing Kid Roller will be going pretty well. I think old Bert Turn Slick, or whatever his name is going to be going well. Smells fun. He's a good player as well. All these guys. Homie Roger or something. I can't remember his name. But anyway, there's the top 10 list. I've played against quite a few of them, and they generally annihilate me. So therefore, I know I'm not one of the top players. Even Taps, I played against Taps Trade, and he absolutely annihilated me. And he had all really small level characters as well. So I had the high level characters, and I thought, oh, it's just that. It's all about high level characters. It's not. It's all about the tactics that you use to play the game. But unfortunately, because you're always playing against bots, you only play against those tactics. So therefore, when you come up against a human, those human tactics change quite a bit. So that's what makes it fun. If they put more humans into it, it'll be absolutely brilliant. So we want to build a community so that way more people want to play it. But anyway, I digress. Thank you very much for joining me today. As always, don't take any of this as financial advice or anything like that. Not that it's really financial advice today, because there's nothing to do with money in there, really, is there? So apart from if you want to spend some money on gems, I suppose, to buy some gold and stuff. But do bear in mind, there is a token coming out soon, so don't FOMO into that or anything like that just because I've talked about it. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Enjoy playing Epiko Regal, and I will see you on that leaderboard. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video. As always, not financial advice, because crypto can go up, it can go down, but that is essentially crypto. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.